down my whole life.
Right.
Right? I had expectations, and everyone I had expectations let me down. And I didn't want this relationship ruined.
Did you tell her that?
I told her
that, but did you really mean that?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mean it. I wanted to see if she took the exit.
Right.
Like if he giving me a, like sometimes
I'm gonna take it.
sometimes you give someone an out and see if they take it.
Yeah.
And if they take it, that's what they really.
You thought that Yung Joc and Kendra were doing well together, but the scandal is about to blow everything up because there are rumors that Kendra is pregnant, but guess what? Joc isn't the father. Believe me, the real father isn't, and you're not prepared for this one because rumors are that the man-wolf culprit behind this betrayal isn't just any guy. It's someone that Joc trusted. When Joc discovered it, the scene was like something from a reality TV script, complete with broken glass, paparazzi swarming the house, and the person Kendra has been secretly seeing. But here's the worst part. The man behind this betrayal isn't just some casual hookup. Oh no. It's someone close to Joc has been grinning in his face the entire time, and when the truth finally came out, Joc didn't just lose it. Instead, he snapped. So who is the mystery man, and how did Kendra manage to keep this secret for so long? Hold on tight, because the TM is about to spill, baby. It's scalding. Let's get started because the tea is currently leaving Joc and Kendra's world. After all the cheating scandals and reality TV drama, if you thought that Joc and Kendra were finally in a good place, congratulations. This latest bombshell is on a whole new level. Let me take you back because if you've been following the roller coaster that is Yung Joc and Kendra's relationship, you already know that these two we're talking about cheating, rumors, public humiliation, side chicks showing up out of the blue, the whole messy reality TV starter pack, and Kendra has somehow supported the Joc through it all. She deserves a medal for her patience, but it seems like even Kendra has her limits because what just came out is going to ruin everything. So here's what we know so far about Kendra. The shocking part is that Joc is not the father. Yes, you heard correctly. If you think that's bad, wait a minute because it gets even messier according to insiders. By insiders, I mean the same messy sources who always know Joc's business before he does, and Joc didn't find out about the pregnancy. Through Kendra, no. He learned about it from a leaked medical report that purportedly verified Kendra's pregnancy, but the DNA test, ruled out Joc as the father. When that report was made public, Twitter went crazy in a matter of minutes. There's no way Kendra did Joc dirty like that, and after everything is said and done, Joc isn't the father, so why am I asking so Joc? Was out here protecting Kendra all this time, and Asichi was the one creeping, but wait, it gets worse because when Joc realized, oh honey, he lost it. According to sources, Joc was out running errands when his phone began to blow up with missed calls, texts, and headlines. Oh, they were brutal. Kendra is pregnant, but Joc isn't the daddy. The reality TV star was exposed in a paternity. Initially, Joc didn't believe it, thinking it was some sick joke because, really, Kendra wouldn't do that to him. However, when Joc saw the leaked DNA report, everything went haywire. According to witnesses, Joc was seen pacing back and forth, shaking his head and muttering to himself. He also reportedly threw his phone across the room so forcefully that it shattered on the floor. One source claimed that the Joc kept saying, "This can't be real, this can't be real, oh, but it was real." When the Joc realized that Kendra had been lying to him the entire time, he got into his car and drove home. This is where things get intense because when he entered the house, the energy was different. It appears that Kendra was sitting on the couch. As if nothing had happened, she was browsing through her phone when Joker barged in, slammed the door, and said, "You got something to tell me." Kendra, however, didn't even bat an eye. Instead, she gave him a bored look and said, "What are you talking about?" Kendra reportedly stepped closer and said, "Don't play with me, you know what I'm talking about." Kendra, however, shrugged, "I'm pregnant." You only need to look at Joc's face to see the veins jutting from his forehead. Allegedly, he grabbed Kendra's phone off the couch, looked her in the eyes, and said, "Not the father, who is it? Kendra and Kendra." "Oh," she smirked. Yes, she actually had the audacity to smirk and ask, "Does it matter, baby?" Witnesses claim that Joc lost it. Coffee table knocked over a lamp and punched the wall so forcefully that it caused a dent. He was yelling at Kendra, demanding to know the father's identity, but Kendra, oh sis, was sitting there seemingly unconcerned. This is where you're going to be shocked because Jockey wasn't the only person who showed up that night. Oh no, just as things were about to break. Guess who walked through the door? Kirk Frost, the same Kirk Frost who has been sidestepping cheating scandals for years, the same Kirk Frost who has been grinning in Joc's face the entire time, the same Kirk Frost who was Joc's so-called friend the moment it all clicked in his head. Joc reportedly turned to Kendra and said, "It's him, isn't it?" Kendra, oh, just crossed her arms and said, "You wanted to know who the father was. Now you know, oh my God," witnesses say. Joc lunged toward Kirk, and security had to physically hold him back. "You're supposed to be my brother. How could you do this to me?" "You're supposed to be my brother," Kirk said, laughing. The worst part was that security dragged the Joc out of the house while Kirk and Kendra stood side by side, watching him go completely insane. Kirk allegedly said, "Hey man, it just kind of happened." But no, he didn't. The problem is that the Joc isn't the type to just walk away though, as rumors have it that he is already calling his attorneys. Kendra, oh sis, may have just started a war she isn't prepared for, and Kirk, oh honey, if you think Joe is going to get away with this, think again. As you already know, social media is going crazy on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and Kendra is really just playing Joc like that. Kirk Frost needs to sit down, doesn't he? Because this is war, no one has time for this messy behavior, Joc. He should call his lawyers as soon as possible. However, the question is, how long has this been going on? And did Kendra really think she would get away with this? Oh, you better stay locked in because this scandal is far from over, and trust me, you're not prepared for what's coming next. Oh, you thought that was messy? Joc's discovery that Kendra is expecting Kirk's child was only the beginning of the fallout from this scandal, honey, and it's about to reach nuclear levels. Now that the consequences are approaching and Joc isn't going to overlook this, let's continue where we left off because after Joc was physically dragged out of that house, sources claim that the seething Joc was seen sitting in his car, gripping the steering wheel so tightly that his knuckles turned white. Witnesses claim that he sat there for a good 15 minutes without moving or speaking, just breathing heavily as if he was trying to stop himself from doing something crazy. This wasn't just about betrayal, so it's difficult to blame him. This was about humiliation. Kendra had gotten pregnant by one of Joc's closest friends, and Kirk didn't even have the grace to feel bad about it. In fact, he laughed in Joc's face. But it got worse because as Joc was sitting in that car trying to comprehend what had happened, his phone exploded once more. This time it wasn't. Apparently, Kirk and Kendra were seen together that same evening at a posh lounge in Atlanta, holding hands. The paparazzi discovered them entering the establishment together, seemingly unconcerned. The photos went viral online, and within minutes, Kendra and Kirk left together while Joc spiraling. According to sources, Kirk, Atlanta's newest power couple Joc, was acting foolish while Kendra was out here winning. Oh my God, the Joc allegedly snapped after seeing the photos and called Kendra straight to voicemail. He then called Kirk straight to voicemail and allegedly left several heated messages. The content of those voicemails is insane. "You should give me a call back. You think this is a game. You think this is funny." Kirk, oh Kirk, wasn't worried because, guess what? Kirk went live on Instagram Live. Kendra was sitting next to him, sipping wine. Kirk grinned at the camera and said, "You guys should mind your own business and move on." Excuse me, but it was reported that Joc was sitting at home watching this in real time while trembling with rage. According to an insider CL, Joc actually threw his phone across the room and screamed, "Oh hell and no." Then Joc got into his car, and yes, Joc drove directly to Kirk's house. When Joc arrived, the neighbors were still discussing what happened. Joc allegedly walked straight up to Kirk's front door and began banging on it as if he was going to knock it down that night. Kirk allegedly opened the door with a smirk and said, "You good, bro?" But he didn't, and that's when Joc lunged at him. Witnesses claim that Joc grabbed Kirk by the collar and pushed him against the wall while shouting, "You think this is funny, you? Believe you can simply take my girl and get away with it?" Kirk allegedly shoved Kirk back and said, "Calm down, buddy, it's not my fault Kendra picked me." That was it. According to hard sources, Kirk swung on Kirk, punching him so hard that Kirk fell back into the wall and stumbled. But he came back swinging, and baby, it turned into a full-on brawl. According to reports, they were rolling around on the floor, throwing punches at one another, and Kendra was just standing there drinking as if nothing had happened. Security was eventually called because Kirk's neighbors heard the noise and believed someone was being robbed. When security arrived, they had to physically separate Kirk, and Kirk was reportedly yelling, "This is not over. I'm not done with you," and Kirk, oh Kirk, had the audacity to chuckle and say, "Yeah, you are the security guards who forced the Joc out of the house." And guess what? The Joc left with a bloody lip and a torn shirt, and Kirk was standing in the doorway, adjusting his chain, appearing totally unconcerned. But wait, it gets even better, because while the Joc was driving home, furious, feeling ashamed and humiliated, guess what happened? A new video was leaked that same evening, and this one is terrible. It shows Kendra sitting in a dark hotel room, talking to an unnamed man, and what she's saying is worse than you might imagine. Kendra can be heard saying that Joc doesn't even know he still believes we're going to work things out, and the man, you can't see his face clearly, but you can hear his voice, and guess what he says? Well, what he doesn't know won't hurt him. Then Kendra says, "I'm just waiting until the baby is born." Once the DNA results are in, the Joc will have no choice but to move on. Oh my god, social media blew up in a matter of minutes. Twitter was on fire, so Kendra arranged this. Kirk and Kendra are outright villains, and during that entire period, Joc needed to get legal help as soon as possible. According to the video sources, Joc was pacing his house in a rage, saying repeatedly, "She played me, she really played me." Now, Joc isn't just angry. He's in revenge mode because he has reportedly already contacted his lawyers. Yes, Joc is reportedly planning to sue. Since insiders are now saying that Kendra and Joc had a prenuptial agreement, he may have a case against Kendra and Kirk for emotional harm and defamation. If Joc can demonstrate that Kendra's adultery caused emotional distress and public humiliation, then Kendra might not only lose Joc, but also the bag. Meanwhile, Kendra and Kirk have reportedly gone into hiding. Although sources claim that Kendra has completely disappeared and that Kirk has stopped returning his calls, Joc isn't letting this go. According to sources, he has already scheduled an interview with a major news outlet and plans to expose Kirk and Kendra for everything they did to him. The real question, though, is how long this has been going on. And did Kirk and Kendra truly believe they were going to get away with this? And more importantly, is Joc going to defeat them both? Well, you had better stay locked in, because this drama is far from over. Oh, you thought that was bad, but you have no idea, honey. The fallout from this scandal is going to explode. Joc's discovery that Kendra was expecting Kirk's child was just the beginning. We should continue where we left off, because after that explosive fight at Kirk's house, Joc wasn't about to sit back and let Kendra and Kirk humiliate him like that. He wasn't just angry, he was prepared for war, and Kendra and Kirk, they may have just put themselves in a situation from which they can't get out. The very next morning, Joc reportedly called up his legal team. I'm referring to the same powerful attorneys who have represented some of the biggest names in hip-hop, and Joc had a plan, because he wasn't just looking to settle this quietly. No, he wanted to go public. Eider stated that Joc wasn't just seeking retribution, he was also attempting to destroy Kirk and Kendra's entire reputation, and guess what? Joc had the receipts to support it. It appears that Joc has been monitoring Kendra's shady behavior for months. According to sources, Joc gave his lawyers a file containing phone logs, bank statements, and even surveillance footage, which purportedly demonstrated that Kendra had been secretly seeing Kirk for over the course of more than a year. And the worst part is that Joc had receipts proving Kirk had been using money from their joint business account to finance these covert meetings. We're talking about lavish hotel rooms, private dinners, and pricey presents, all of which were paid for with Joc's money. Let me reiterate, Kirk was using Joc's money to finance his affair with Kendra. Oh my god, but wait, it gets worse. Kirk wasn't just sleeping with Kendra, he was using company funds to do it. According to Joc's legal team, he could file a charge of fraud and embezzlement because Kirk could face severe financial repercussions if Joc pursued that lawsuit. As you are already aware, social media was consuming this, so Kirk was stealing and cheating. Joc needs to bury him. Joc should get his money back with interest, because Kendra and Kirk are going to lose everything. However, this is where things took a drastic turn, because Kirk, tried to get ahead of the story. Yes, Kirk actually tried to spin the story. 2 days after the fight, Kirk posted a picture of himself on Instagram, standing in front of a Rolls-Royce, with the caption, "Yo, you guys are really flaunting this now, Kirk. You stole from Jockey and got his girl pregnant, and you think this is cute. Jockey needs to sue right away. Keep out of grown people's business. Excuse me. Guess who's in the passenger seat?" Kendra was sitting there grinning like she didn't give a damn. The comments were extremely harsh. wasn't going to let Kirk get away with this because the following day, when he appeared on The Breakfast Club, he spilled everything. He sat down with Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and Angela White, and when they asked him about the situation with Kendra and Kirk, he didn't mince words. He said, "Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Kendra betrayed me, Kirk betrayed me, and they did it right under the nose." When Charlamagne asked him how he learned about it, he said, "I found out the same way y'all did, from the blogs." When Charlamagne asked him about the fight, he laughed and said, "Let's just say Kirk got what he deserved. Oh my God." He continued by saying that he was pursuing legal action, and when DJ Envy asked him if he was going to press charges, he said, "Let's just claim that my lawyers are taking care of it." But Joc didn't stop there. Later that same day, Joc released a single, yes, a whole diss track, and shared a video of the song on Instagram with the caption, "Don't play with me." The lyrics read, "Oh honey, they were brutal, thinking you were my brother, but you stabbed me in the back, took my girl, and took my money. Now I'm taking it all back, fake friends. Love, everything is the same." Kendra and Kirk are both dull, and social media went crazy. A Joc released a diss track about them. This will be a hip-hop war, and he should win a Grammy for it. And guess what? The song started charting. Yes, Joc's Revenge hit number 3 on the iTunes hip-hop charts in a day. Kirk and Kendra, on the other hand, were, according to laying low sources, Kirk hasn't been spotted in public since the altercation, and Kendra allegedly deleted her Instagram. This is where things start to get crazy because Kirk's other side chicks are now coming forward. Yes, several women have allegedly contacted gossip websites to say that Kirk had been having affairs with them while he was seeing Kendra. One woman even said that Kendra, CIS, isn't handling it well. According to insiders, Kendra has been bombarding Kirk's phone with demands to know how many other women are out there. Kirk reportedly asked her to calm down, which only made her more irate. Sources claim that Kendra has even moved out of the house, Kirk's home, and rumors have it that she has already gotten in touch with a divorce lawyer. Yes, you read correctly. Kendra may be attempting to divorce Kirk now that the song has been played. You can't make this up, and Joc is doing very well. Joc reportedly booked several club appearances and interviews following the release of the song, and insiders claim that he is already in negotiations to release a documentary. Follow-up track, but the bigger question is whether this is the end of the drama between Joc, Kendra, and Kirk, or if it's just the start of a new one. With Kirk's other women coming forward and Kendra threatening to file for divorce, this could end up being the messiest breakup Atlanta has ever witnessed, and the Joc is laughing while he watches it all fall apart. Joc may have lost Kendra, but he's going to win the war, so the question now is this the end of the relationship between Kendra and Kirk, or is this just the beginning of a more complicated fallout? Let's face it, Joc may have dropped a diss track and initiated the legal process, but Kirk, isn't going to lose easily, and Kendra, oh honey. If even half of the divorce rumors are accurate, Kirk could lose Kendra, his reputation, his money, and even his position in the reality TV industry. If that's the case, then everything is at stake, and things are going to get ugly very quickly. Let's not forget about Kirk's other women coming forward either. Should Kirk take him to court for emotional damages and fraud, or should Joc just move on and concentrate on his career? Do you think Kendra will actually go through with the divorce, or is this just a publicity stunt? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, as I know you all have different opinions. If you're still alive, don't forget to hit the like button. For now, this drama is better than reality TV, so make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on because the next update will be much more juicy, I promise. You won't be prepared for what's next. Stay messy next time.